Binge.
Hey everyone, welcome back for a brand new video about the show that just can't stop messing with your head, The Walking Dead. Warning, beyond this point there are spoilers for people who are not up to date on The Walking Dead comics and television show. In this video we're going to give you our binge breakdown of the opening minutes of the 11th episode in the 9th season of The Walking Dead titled Bounty. These minutes will bring the return of a recently deceased character as well as give us a little insight into all the drama going on between the communities. We also want to cover some new comments made by Chandler Riggs' dad about Carl's exit from the series, and finally, we want to talk about the new big rumor involving the death of King Ezekiel. Are we really surprised? First, let's take a look at these opening minutes. The first shot is of a watch ticking, and it's 10 after 9. Someone must be running late. After that is a panning shot of some trees and a clearing that reveals fan favorite Jerry and King Ezekiel are waiting for somebody. Zeke asks Jerry a cryptic question.
So that thing you wanted to tell me.
What?
Jerry is hesitant to tell Ezekiel this secret, but eventually the king and medium hair length queen swear not to tell Jerry's secret.
Cross my heart.
Which he decides to tell in kind of a weird way.
We're bundled up.
What?
We're up the pole.
What?
We're Prego. Preggers? Got our preg on?
That's amazing though. Jerry and Nabila have a kid. Why haven't we seen this kid yet? One big thing we learn here is that this scene is a flashback, and also, Jerry is the greatest. The moment gets interrupted as someone is coming, and it's none other than Jesus, slaying a walker with his sword with Tara close behind. It's great to see him in action one more time, even if this is just a flashback. The community leaders trade medicine and talk about the communities. Apparently, a somewhat serious sickness hit the hilltop, although it's unclear if this was as bad as the prison epidemic. Tara dropped a bombshell that she decided to leave Alexandria. Apparently, Tara made an executive decision and went against the Alexandrian Council. This is why Tara and Michonne have bad blood. Tara wanted all the communities to be family, and we don't think there's anything wrong with that. Aside from the supplies, Tara also took something from Michonne. Everyone seems to know the contents of this container as Ezekiel gives a speech filled with hope for the communities to be united.
I haven't given up on the idea this embodies.
Forever the optimist. Jesus says goodbye, keeping it brief, and unfortunately we don't find anything new about Jesus here, although he does help paint a picture of how the communities got disconnected. It's sad to say that's probably the last Jesus-Jerry fist bump we're going to see. After the duo leaves, Jerry wants to take a look at what's in the container. Ezekiel pulls out a document that's sort of a constitution for the survivors' communities. The way Zeke is holding it, we only see Alexandria, Oceanside, and the kingdom. That shot transitions into present day, as Ezekiel is in his theater looking at this constitution kind of sadly since years have passed since that moment when he first got it. Diane interrupts the king, letting him know they'll need to leave in 5. The last shot of the scene ends with Ezekiel looking at the bottom of the constitution once again. Only this time we see the names of the hilltop and the sanctuary also on the document. So much for the sanctuary, but is it too late for the other communities? Where the hell is Oceanside?
After this, it's over.
They've been referenced by the kids in episode 8, but other than that, the group seems like ghosts. We believe the episode will cut back and forth from the kingdom and the hilltop as Alpha is at the gates making some heavy-handed demands. We know Beta is not with Alpha, so he may be out doing reconnaissance and he just may run into the kingdom crew, as the location in this shot with Beta could match this shot with Carol, Jerry, and the gang. What do you think? Will the kingdom run into Beta? Where is Jerry's kid? Now we'd like to talk about some new comments made by Chandler Riggs' father, William, which might shed a little more light on the situation surrounding Chandler's questionable exit from the show. Unfortunately, the actual post appears to be deleted or now private, but multiple news outlets were able to get a copy of the text in his post, and it's really long. We're just going to cover the broad strokes here, as Riggs starts off, just to clarify, once and for all, Chandler didn't want to leave the show. He would go on to explain a lot of what we've already heard, that Chandler was promised a 3-year deal, which he wanted to do, so Chandler bought a house and planned his school schedule around the show and Scott Gimple's word. A few weeks before his 18th birthday, Gimple called Chandler and his parents down to his office, where Riggs says Scott Gimple was the only one there, and he told us that Carl would be gone in a few episodes. Chandler was absolutely devastated. I was disappointed Scott had been dishonest with a 17-year-old making life decisions and waited to tell us. Riggs would go on to talk about how he has barely commented on the whole situation, but when he does, he doesn't pull any punches. Thankfully, Chandler has moved on to the popular new show, A Million Little Things, with his first episode airing this Thursday, February 21st. We understand William Riggs' frustration with Gimple and AMC, but it might be better to let things go at this point since the GIMP always seems to fail upwards. Finally, we'd like to talk about something we kind of feel is inevitable, but we're sad to say that it might be here. Khary Payton's departure.
Your head on a pike will do just fine.
The news website We Got This Covered stakes their reputation as they cite trusted sources that say Khary Payton will be leaving the show in either season 9 or 10. We believe it's season 9, and there's a good chance his head will end up on a stick. It's possible he gets a reprieve from the pike and meets a different fate from the comics like Tyrese, Sophia, and many other characters. But either way, it seems Ezekiel will die and not disappear on a helicopter or silently leave to a new community. From the reports, this decision was made by the writers, as Khary Payton loves playing King Ezekiel and would do it for years more if he could. We know the comics and the show are vastly different. Even though the show will hit major story points, the details could change drastically.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
As Angela Kang specifically stated to Deadline, there are some familiar markers to people who know the comics very well, but I'll say that there are some other surprises coming up along the way as well. Maybe Ezekiel gets the water tower death and Gabe's head ends up on a pike. What do you think? Are the rumors true? Is the king a goner? Will Zeke's head end up on a stick, or will he go out with a bang like Rick? Thanks so much for watching our videos, everyone. As always, we're on the lookout for new promo material to help prove or disprove the theories and rumors about our favorite zombie drama. Please let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Binge Rampage. Turn on the notifications button for our channel so you can see our next video as soon as it comes out. And don't forget to subscribe.